stop everything. Forget your rent, forget your coffee order, forget the fact that Netflix just raised its prices again. Because what I'm about to tell you makes the Kardashians look like part-time interns at the Scandal Factory. This is Beyoncé-level madness, and not the kind where she drops an album out of nowhere. No. This is the kind where a secret deal tied to the birth of Blue Ivy has just been exposed, and Queen Bee herself is breaking down. Yes, you heard that right. The perfect, flawless, untouchable Carter dynasty. There's a crack in the crown. And this isn't your average celebrity gossip. This is darker, juicier, and so outrageous it makes lemonade look like nursery rhymes. Picture it. Behind the glitz of the Grammys, the billion-dollar empire, and the flawless Instagram posts, there was a deal so secret, so tightly locked that if it weren't leaked, you'd think it was fiction. But now, the truth is out and fans are screaming louder than at a Beyoncé halftime show. Buckle in, because once you hear what insiders are whispering about the Blue Ivy birth switch, you'll never look at the Carters the same way again. The story begins back in 2012, the year Beyoncé gave birth to Blue Ivy. Or did she? That's the billion-dollar question. At the time, the media went crazy. Paparazzi camped outside hospitals like they were waiting for royal coronations. Fans speculated endlessly. And in the middle of it all, Beyoncé did her famous pregnant belly fold on live TV. Remember that clip? The one where the bump looked like it deflated faster than a cheap air mattress from Walmart? That's where the rumors began. Was Blue Ivy's birth staged? Surrogates, secret contracts, backdoor hospital deals. The theories piled up higher than Jay-Z's champagne bills. But here's the twist. New leaks suggest there was a confidential deal signed by Scamp to control every single detail about the birth. Not just privacy, control. Which hospital wing, which staff could speak, even down to which nurse could hold the baby first. And the kicker. Some insiders swear the switch was part of it. What switch? Allegedly, Blue Ivy wasn't the first baby brought to Beyoncé. There was confusion, a shuffle, maybe even deliberate. Imagine that. The heiress to the Carter empire swapped at birth, even for a moment. Sounds like a soap opera, right? Well, this soap opera is now streaming live in the court of public opinion. The first reactions online? Chaos. Some fans screamed, "Fake news." Others dug up old interviews pointing to Beyoncé's carefully scripted answers about motherhood. One viral comment read, "If they can fake streaming numbers, they can fake baby bumps." Savage, and then came the tears. Insiders claim Beyoncé herself, usually an iceberg of composure, broke down privately when the deal leaked. After years of projecting perfection, the idea that Blue Ivy's birth was tied to a messy, controversial contract was too much to bear. The narrative was set. The Carters weren't just music royalty. They were now players in a real-life baby scandal that could put the dynasty to shame. Once the whispers hit social media, the world did what it always does: turn tragedy into memes. Twitter became a battlefield. On one side, the Bayhive buzzing with fury, attacking anyone who dared question the Queen. On the other, skeptics are armed with screenshots, theories, and conspiracy threads longer than Lord of the Rings. Memes showed Beyoncé holding 3 babies with captions like, "Guess which one is Blue Ivy?" Others mocked Jay-Z with Maury-style punchlines. "You are, not the father?" Brutal. TikTok flooded with side-by-side comparisons of Beyoncé's infamous collapsing bump and inflatable props from Party City. Celebrities couldn't resist. Either Wendy Williams resurrected her Beyoncé pregnancy bump is sus monologue with a smug "I told you so" energy. Rihanna liked a shady meme on Instagram and liked it 2 minutes later. But the internet never forgets. And Kanye. Of course, he jumped in, claiming on stage that he always knew the industry was hiding family secrets. Translation: Kanye couldn't resist adding gasoline to the fire. Even politicians got dragged in. A random senator tweeted, "If Beyoncé can orchestrate a hospital birth switch, imagine what else billionaires are hiding from us." Conspiracy theorists ate it up like free samples at Costco. Meanwhile, PR teams scrambled harder than interns on Red Bull. Beyoncé's reps denied everything, calling it baseless nonsense. But here's the thing. In the age of leaks, every denial sounds like confirmation. The more they denied it, the more people believed it. The wildest twist. Anonymous insiders leaked what they claimed was a contract draft, an agreement with hospital staff outlining non-disclosure terms around the birth. While authenticity is still debated, the detail was chilling. Specific clauses about alternate infant handling and media diversion protocols. Alternate infant handling. Let that sink in. Sounds like instructions for a sci-fi cloning lab, not the arrival of a pop star's baby. The public outrage exploded. Fans felt betrayed, critics smelled blood, and suddenly, Beyoncé wasn't just Queen Bee. She was the star of a global scandal that made even Meghan and Harry's royal drama look like kids' play. As the storm raged, the question shifted from "did it happen?" to "what does this mean?" And oh boy, the consequences were messier than a Real Housewives reunion. First, the brand damage. Beyoncé built her empire on authenticity, empowerment, motherhood, perfection. But if the Blue Ivy birth was wrapped in secrecy, contracts, and switches, what did that say about her carefully curated image? Some fans swore loyalty, chanting, "Protect the Queen at all costs." Others walked away saying they felt duped. A trending tweet. "She told us to put a ring on it, but never told us to sign an NDA." Ouch. Second, the family dynamic. Imagine being Blue Ivy, growing up with rumors swirling that your own birth was part of a PR cover-up. Some psychologists online speculated about identity crises and dynasty trauma. Translation: Blue Ivy might need more therapy sessions than Spotify streams. Third, the industry itself. The leak sparked conversations about how far celebrities go to control narratives. Surrogacy, NDAs, secret hospital wings, it raised questions about whether fans ever truly see the real lives of megastars or just the polished script. But here's the jaw-dropper. Despite the chaos, the Carter brand didn't collapse. If anything, streams of Beyoncé's songs spiked. Jay-Z's old interviews resurfaced. Memes turned into free marketing. It was the scandal paradox. The more controversial, the more profitable. Still, the cracks were visible. For the first time in her career, Beyoncé looked vulnerable. Reports claim she broke down in tears during a rehearsal, overwhelmed by the storm. For someone who built an empire on being untouchable, those tears were the ultimate plot twist. The legacy. Beyoncé and Jay-Z will always be remembered as music royalty. But now, the story of Blue Ivy's birth isn't just a footnote. A headline, a permanent chapter in the saga of the Carter Empire. And you can bet one thing, this scandal is far from over. Because if there was one deal, how many more are still hidden? And there you have it, the scandal that ripped through the Carter Empire like a wrecking ball covered in diamond dust. Beyoncé breaking down, Jay-Z caught in the crossfire. Blue Ivy's name dragged into a media circus hotter than Coachella asphalt. But now it's your turn. Drop your theories in the comments. Was this birth switch real or just another internet fever dream? Do you think Beyoncé masterminded the whole thing? Or was she a victim of a machine bigger than even her? Go wild. I want drama, chaos, and hot takes spicier than a Taco Bell midnight run. And while you're at it, smash that like button like it owes you money. Hit subscribe like you're signing a billion-dollar contract. And ring that notification bell harder than Solange hit Jay-Z in that elevator. Because here at Starscope, we don't just spill tea, we flood the entire kitchen. Remember, every week we're dropping scandals, leaks, and stories so outrageous you'll wonder how celebrities even sleep at night. And trust me, the next bombshell, it's even juicier. so don't miss it. Because in the world of fame, the glitz is fake, but the drama, always real. This is Starscope, where the stars shine, but the secrets shine even brighter, even brighter.